Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm recording from my hotel in Hawaii. Yes, I just came from the beach and I decided to go ahead and do the video. I'm a little bit running late because I've been enjoying myself on vacation, but I had to speak on the episode that happened in Basketball Wives between Chantel and her mother because everything that I predicted in my previous reviews is starting to happen. Now, Ty clocked what I said. That Chantel is mini Jackie. They have similarities in her characteristics, and we've now seen Chantel's motive the entire time. This heifer came on her mom's show that she's been on for over a decade, and she's now trying to gradually put a bug in people's ear to try and ice her out of the island so she can take over for Jackie. That's what it is. And Chantel has been snake-like and strategically trying to make the group choose her over her mother. And this particular episode, we see her true face. And I'm going to talk about it as how this happened, how it unfolded, and what each scene kind of led up to. But let's get into it. And before I do, let's check this out first. So this morning I made quite a bit of money day trading even while I'm here in Hawaii. So what I did was I traded the stock NUWE. If you look it up, I bought it at $15.50 for each share. And I didn't necessarily buy 25 shares. I'm just giving you an example of what you could do based on what you can afford. That stock went up to about $25 by the morning when the market opened, from $15. So at 15.50, let's say you were able to put $385.50 into that stock and you purchased 25 shares of it. It went up to $25. That's about a $10 increase. Multiply that by the 25 shares you bought. That's $250 in your pocket. Now, the more money you bought, the more money you would have made. If you want to know how I selected that stock and why I chose it, go ahead and look for my book, How to Start Day Trading with Just $100. You can get a downloadable copy, not free, but downloadable copy on PayHip at the website below. Get it. It downloads instantly. If you can get through the whole book, it's usually a quick read. It shouldn't take you more than maybe 3 to 4 days, and you'll be able to get the information you need to be able to get started with the tools, what you need to be a day trader, how long it could take you to get your stuff, and the cheapest way you can get it, which websites you need, where to find the stocks you need to buy, how to set up your account, etc. It's also available on Kindle and paperback on Amazon if you don't prefer the digital copy. Okay, go ahead and check it out. So let's get into what really happened. So after the dinner, the shit show of a dinner last episode and last week, Jennifer decided to go and supposedly check on Jackie, and basically get her little tea that she wants to be involved. Jennifer is not off the hot seat with her and Christian, so she's gonna find another way to be messy. Jennifer goes and talks to Jackie about what happened, and what she does is she takes a bone to Brandy in the next scene. And what she does is, when somebody tells one person something that they heard, the story is usually manipulated and rewritten based on what the person is telling you. And by the time it gets to the fourth, fifth, sixth person, they done made up a whole new reality. So Jennifer talks to Jackie, and Jackie basically, what she said to her was that she will talk to Shani by herself alone, is what she was trying to insinuate. She's not going to talk to Shani in front of all these people, but that if Shani wants to talk to her privately, she can do it on her, alone, or on her YouTube or her talk show. As in, me and you will have a conversation together without a group of people being there. If you so want the limelight and you want this to be a televised thing, then heifer, we can do it on my own show, and we can just do it with me and you, as opposed to all these basketball wives chiming in when they don't give a crap about me or you or this family. The way that Jennifer relayed that message to Brandy, it does come off effed up. That the only way that my mom is ever going to talk to me is if she can make money off of it. Chantel is putting it as if she's not already on Basketball Wives, where they are making money off of this anyway, and you're capitalized on it. You brought this to the show. Chantel is a new cast member, and nobody will be doing this to Jackie, or this conversation about their family wouldn't even be a topic if Chantel didn't bring it up. So you already making money off of it on the show that your mother is on. So why not come to my actual YouTube and we can talk about it there, since that's what you brought this. I do not believe that when Chantel agreed to go on Basketball Wives, that I do believe that her and Jackie talked. And I don't believe that Chantel thought that she told Jackie she was going to come here and do this, which is why Jackie keeps saying we didn't have a problem before she came here. That basically she's trying to create one for the show. So if you want to make money, then we can do it on my YouTube. But everybody's playing this whole naive, oh, she needs to talk to her daughter. She needs to talk to her, but everybody wants to have her talk to her daughter by force. And when there's an audience. No, you don't need to do that. There's several different carrots being dangled that is making Jackie seem like she's crazy, But at the end of the day, Chantel's the one creating the problem. Jackie isn't starting any drama where she's at. Chantel's the one starting the drama. And then Jackie's walking away from it and she's looking dumber and dumber each time. I do not like Chantel's character. I don't like her attitude. And a lot of the negative traits that I didn't like in Jackie, she's displaying, except in a younger, less mature body. That's what it is. Then we get to Brandy and the ladies going on different excursions planned by Ming. A particular group with Jackie, Ming, and a couple other girls are going, and Denise are going on a snorkeling trip, whereas to Evelyn and Chantel and Brandy are going, I think, kayaking. They had separate, they separated the group so each person can do something. Now, in Jackie's group, Jackie had asked them, with Denise and them, you don't think I love my daughter? Because somebody at Denise asked her, are you still blocked? And she was like, girl, I've been unblocked. That's my child. I gave birth to her. So she's not finna block me, which is what I said my last review, that's her child. You figure have me blocked? Like I gave birth to her. What are you talking about? We're still, family, that kind of thing. So Denise now said, well, I don't think that you display your actions display that you love your daughter. Denise, you don't know shit about this family. None of you know anything about this family other than what Chantel is saying. You haven't been there for 31 years of her life, and yet you think that this woman doesn't love her child because she's not displaying it the way that's convenient for you. Denise is slow, and some of y'all don't make no sense. Ming only brought a point the same whenever they try to talk about it, she walks away. But Ming, you're not slow either. You're not getting the point that Jackie does not want to have this conversation with her daughter, if there is a conversation that needs to be had, because they were cool before the show, in front of all you little freaking bait people that are looking for drama that you want to, revel in, because you guys don't have any other storyline but my own family. So, but in the other side of it, Brandy starts talking to Evelyn, and she mentions to Evelyn the information that Jennifer had brought to her, right? And she says herself that she's not going to be the one to bring it up to the daughter, but her telling Evelyn, Brandy, that Evelyn is going to say something because Evelyn doesn't like Jackie. But Evelyn decides to take this moment to have a conversation with Chantel. Now, Chantel doesn't give a crap about Evelyn. Her main target is her mother. So no matter what Evelyn does to her, even if Evelyn spits on her face, she's still going to find a way to get through it because she's targeting Jackie. She wants Jackie's place in this show. She doesn't want Jackie to be basketball wives anymore. She wants to be the basketball wife on the show. She wants to take something from her that she values. That's what it is. Deep down. That's how Chantel is. I don't care what anybody says. That is my assessment of her character. Prove me wrong if that's what you think. Maybe you don't like the opinion, but that's how I perceive it. But then Evelyn is talking to Chantel, and she knows that Chantel's not mad at her, so she phases it. She just kind of dribbles over her part in the problem, like, oh, I know Denise brought you this situation, and this, it wasn't like that. I wasn't trying to do this. Yes, it was like that, bitch, and you were trying to do that, but Chantel's not focused on you. And then after she does this fake explanation that just doesn't make any sense to anybody, she wants to take the heat off of her. So she now tells Chantel, she starts off like this. Oh God, I don't even know how to say this. I don't know how to say this. As if to feign like she cares. Like she's not reveling in telling this to her. Like she doesn't want her to even know as fast as possible. So Jennifer told Brandy, and Brandy told me that your mom said that she'll have a conversation with you, but it's not going to happen unless it's on YouTube or her talk show. Then you have Chantel act with the same exact face she has all the time. What? What did you just say? Excuse me? Brandy, did she say that? Did my mom say that? Did this bitch say that? She's crazy. Oh my God, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out. Did she really say that? Seriously? She said that? And she now uses this as another bone to now create more drama, right? So they get to their first dinner together. And Chantel now always wants to speak to her mother when she has an audience. That's the only time she ever wants to have a conversation with Jackie, when there's an audience, when she can go ahead and show her face and have everybody gang up on her mother. That's what she really wants in real life. So they're having this conversation. And again, Jackie doesn't want to entertain her because Jackie knows what she's doing. So Jackie gets up and she's walking away, and Chantel is talking shit to her mother. The way that she's speaking to her mother is disgusting. She's speaking to her like she's a piece of trash. That's what she's doing. And your mother is doing everything she can to walk away from everything you're saying to her. She's just taking it. If I was Jackie, I can see her getting this buildup of aggression, buildup of anger, because I keep walking away from you and you keep saying crazy, slick shit to me like I didn't take care of you. If you really wanted to talk to me, you would have come to my room and talked to me privately. But you always want to have this conversation, a family conversation, when there's the group that you feel will support you and not me. So I don't want to have this conversation. I'm just going to go back to my room and talk to your father, my husband, because we're still together. We celebrated 30 years of marriage. I don't want to deal with this. As she's walking away, Brittany's crazy ass is screaming, "Go, Deadbeat, go! Go, Deadbeat, go, Deadbeat, go! Go, Deadbeat!" I'm like, somebody needs to beat Brittany's ass for real. Rip that hijab off her head and beat her ass with it because she needs an ass whooping. Brittany's out of her fucking mind and who she talks to. That lady's somebody that you're supposed to respect. And then Brandy clocks it. Brittany is taking a lot of her anger, like I said, towards her mother on Jackie. And she lets us know that her mother is currently in court right now, and her mother is trying to get grandparent rights to see her grandchildren, right? Without things being okay with the mother. I know that that sounds crazy for a grandmother to just want to surpass the mother's rights and try to see their grandchild if you don't want to fix things with me, but that is your issue with your mother. Go deal with it. Jackie and Chantel's issue, they are just Brittany's anger lights fuel to the fire. She's adding to it. She's not trying to fix it because she has her own issue she's bringing into this. Now, when Jackie leaves, Brandy and Olive and Ty go to check on her to see how she's doing. Ty, because it says she'll talk to Ty. Ty goes to talk to her, and Brandy goes to join. And Brandy's talking about, you need to talk to your daughter. You need to talk to your daughter. Brandy, I don't know if you're as smart as you are, you're not getting that Jackie doesn't want to have this conversation on this show because y'all are using her family to get the ratings. And this is not something that she's going to allow. This is too fucking far for this show to use my family and portrayed a certain way. I'm not going to talk to my own child for your own entertainment or for the public's entertainment. So stop talking to me about what I need to talk to her and what I need to do. First of all, don't tell me what I need to do with my own child. Mind your business. So now she's ignoring Brandy. And she's like, I'm going to go talk to my husband. He just won a game. Ty and Brandy go back to the dinner. And Brittany's, I don't know who she thinks she is that feels comfortable enough to check Brandy. I just want to understand why you felt the need to go check on Jackie. Bitch, she can do whatever the hell she wants to do. You are not her mother. She can go wherever the hell she wants to go. And Brittany, I don't know what issue she has with Brandy. I don't know her issue, but Brandy's finally sick of her. So Brandy's like, I don't know what energy this is. It's coming at me, but I can do, I'm gonna go and she's like, talk to me like I'm 5. And Brandy's asking, trying to figure out what her, where the vibe is coming from. And she's getting an attitude to the extent that she calls Brandy a bitch. And I'm like, Brittany, Brandy can fuck you up, right? She's trying to respect your religion and not beat your ass since you say that you're sanctified. But in the scenes to come, we find out from Evelyn that Brittany only turned into a Muslim for some dick. She wanted to be with Kevin Gates, who professes to be a Muslim, which I don't know what version of Islam he practices. But she only did convert it because she wants to be with him. Because we have since seen a video on her on social media going around. She ain't a Muslim no more. She's showing she had a very form-fitting dress with her ass out on social media, hijab gone, everything gone, and all the bitches that she been throwing at Brandy, who didn't do nothing to her for real. Brandy didn't do anything to this girl for her to be calling out her name. So I don't know what version of the Quran that you're reading that justifies your behavior. So you only converted temporarily, making a mockery of people's religion so you can be able to sleep with this guy so he can respect you. And he didn't got the poon poon, then you went back out and turned yourself back into the same person that you were before you even started wearing this damn hijab. Because you ain't changed nothing. This journey that you going through. Then we get to the next scene where we have Chantel meeting up with Jennifer privately. And she's saying, I've been hearing different stories. And I just want to make sure I get it from the horse's mouth. Did my mother say this about the talk show? Jennifer confirms that that's what she heard. And then, moreover, Jennifer does more messy shit. She's like, I don't want to be messy, but your mom also mentioning having rights to the grandkids. Why did you insert that if you didn't want to be messy? You wanted to be messy. There's no reason. This is what I'm talking about. Jackie knows this group. She's not going to have a conversation with her daughter in front of this group for you to make a mockery of what she has done for the 31 years that Chantel has been a child. Whether she was a perfect mother or not, she was a mother that was present. Her child didn't end up in foster care like some kids did, and she sure as hell didn't abort her. And they had a very wealthy life. Chantel was the favored one compared to Takari. And all the things that Jackie did is the reason why Chantel's behaved so entitled. She talks to her mom crazy, and she has a mouth on her. She does. Okay. And Jackie knows this. So you all know the situation is already tense. So for Jennifer to say this and then add extra or about the YouTube, or she says she also has rights to your kids, there was no need to say that because you know it was going to piss her off. If I was on the receiving end of that and my mom didn't get along, I would get pissed off about it. So Jennifer says that. And now Chantel says, Jennifer, I want you to pick a side. Jennifer has been on this show with Jackie for a number of years and they have never had an issue. And you're going to come in here and try to bully them to pick a side. Chantel is behaving like Jackie. That's what it is. She came here to be Jackie. She came here to take over Jackie's show. Because if she takes Basketball Wives away from Jackie instead of just going to a different franchise of her own, is something her mother has that she can take. That's what she is. Chantel doesn't have a good spirit. And she portrays herself as a good person, but she really is a snake. Who were you to tell somebody? Jackie Jennifer is in her 50s. You're a 31-year-old girl telling a 50-year-old woman to pick a side. Do you know how crazy that sounds? I mean, listen to that. I have a 20-year gap on you, little girl. I could have been your mom. And you're telling me to take a side and you expect that side to be yours? Girl, you need to go fix your shit with your mom and get up out my damn face. Then we have Chantel getting out and now she's talking to the group at the dinner. She was talking to the group at the dinner prior to meeting Jennifer. And she's basically telling people that they have to pick a side as well. Ming does this conversation where she's like, well, if we, because Chantel's like, I'm not going to be on the boat. I don't want to be around her. Now she's trying to force the entire group to ice Jackie out. And Ming's dumbass is like, okay, well, if we all have to pick a side at this point, and if we're going to, we'll just choose you. Ming is also new to this franchise, but you're only here for the first. This is 12 season 12, and we just saw your ass. Now you gonna kick an OG that's been on Basketball Wives off the island, so you the newbie can be here. Are you crazy? Then we're sitting here and they decide to do this. The only person who had some sense was Ty. So Ty goes back to Jackie's room and she tells Jackie that I'm not with this. They all invited all of us to Hawaii. And I don't know if Ty is doing this, having Jackie come to piss off Ming because or she has a good moral compass. To me, I think she's trying to piss off Ming. But she does make a point that if we all invited you here, you didn't left your husband, come all the way to this trip, and they're gonna not ice you out because your 31-year-old daughter has some problems with you that she wants to discuss amongst the group. That sounds stupid. So Ty tells Jackie she can come, but you also know that Ty did it because she wants to piss off me. Either way, Jackie's on this boat. They're all together. And Jackie's just, she's just lying down, enjoying herself, talking about I need to throw up this seasick. She's just on one side. She's not creating any problems. She's not saying anything to anybody. Jackie came in with a good spirit. She's not even taking this shit that Chantel is doing seriously, bitch. I'm twice your age. She's not even entertaining this with Chantel right now. So they got on the boat and Chantel looks visibly irritated because she really thought that she forced her mom to not come, that she did something to punish her mother because of how she felt. That's what she thought. So she sat there and she said, you invited her, Ty? Who had her come here? How'd she even find out? Did she track us? Really? So she meets up with Ty at her son's photo shoot that he just got. And she says, Ty, did you invite my mom? Ty is also older than Chantel. And Ty's like, yeah, I feel like we all got invited here. And we all need to partake in this stuff. It's not right for her to stay there. And Chantel's not telling her, I'm not telling you who to choose, but she'll burn you too, just like she burnt me. Like you really need to pick a side. Like da 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 da. And as she's talking to Ty's in the confession talk about she's trying to bully me to pick her over her mother. Like her characteristics reminds me of Jackie, except Jackie's an older one. Should I call her mini Jackie instead of Chantel? Exactly what I said. Some of the characteristics that Jackie has that Chantel dislikes is within herself. You're sitting up here as 31-year-old childish as you are, telling people that are older than you they should pick between you and your mom. How dare you? Who are you? Who do you think you are? You look crazy on this show, but you shouldn't even be here. That's what that is. So then we get to the next scene now. They're having another dinner and or no, they're driving somewhere and they're having a conversation and Evelyn and Ming and all of them are discussing why Brittany called Brandy a bitch at their dinner and how this is getting ridiculous, and how some, Denise's behavior changes when Brittany's around and when Brittany's not there, when the big three stupid, behinds is there. They get to their next meal, and first it was an attack on Jackie to have a conversation. Jackie wasn't willing to do it. And we see Chantel's, I don't know if this is the second dinner that they had, if Jackie was there at this dinner, I don't remember for sure. Maybe she wasn't. I think no, she wasn't at this one. I don't think. I think that this particular dinner was when Brandy now had to address Brittany on why Brittany called her out of her name, but saying, Brittany, you're on the spiritual journey. What part of your journey do you think is appropriate for you to call me out of my name? And Brittany's like, you need, Brandy's trying to get some understanding as to why you felt the need to do that. And Brittany's like, clarification is no longer, when I'm not going to clarify nothing now. I'm not going to say nothing to you because she knows she looks dumb. She looks dumb as hell. And Ming is telling her, so you don't feel like this girl deserves an apology. Denise's dumb ass decides to hop in. This is the one time Evelyn did something right, because talking her crazy. This is the one time Evelyn did something right and targeted the right person. Because Evelyn turns her attention to Denise, talking about, stay out of this. Mind your business. We are sick of you, including me, the viewer. We are sick of your ass because you don't have anything to say. I don't know this little team thing that you're doing, like a childish high school thing that you're doing. She says, I know your ass look 40, but you sitting up here acting like a damn child. You're sitting here involving yourself. Denise says some stupid shit again. Well, if she's going to involve herself, if Ming is going to involve herself, and I'm going to involve myself, shut the hell up. Shut up, because you talk too fucking much. And every time you open your mouth, you sound retarded. Shut up. I shouldn't say retarded because that's inappropriate. You sound dumb. Shut up. So Evelyn tells her to shut up, and that's the one time I give her props, girl. You targeted the right person. She does need to shut up. Ming now goes over to Brittany and says, you don't feel like she deserved an apology. Brittany deserved an apology. And Brittany says, no, but she says something else that I didn't understand. I'm not going to repeat, but it basically means I'm not going to give you one. Brittany's like, you're a fucking asshole. And Brittany is a fucking asshole. Whatever issue she's having with her mother and her anger and whatever hatred she has inside her, I feel like you are also the problem. Because this character that I'm seeing outside of you, you're not innocent. If your mother has a problem with you and this is how you behave, I can see why she has a problem with you and why she would rather just deal with her grandkids instead of dealing with you. You are not a good person. You don't have a good soul. Why are you calling somebody out of their name that didn't disrespect you, didn't do nothing to you? There's nothing Brandy did to Brittany for her to be talking to her the way that she does. Brittany is not a good person in any way, shape, or form. She is a dick rider. She's over here riding Chantel's dick because Chantel's mother reminds her of her mother, but she's not necessarily taking responsibility about the characteristics that she has that are not good. Just like Chantel is not taking the responsibility for the characteristics she had that's not good either. Both of them have similarities to their mothers. That's probably why they don't get along with their mothers, because they're the fucking same. But Ming gets pissed off and she walks off and she says, this is no fucking sisterhood. But I want to say that before Ming gets to this point, Ty did call Ming out for having a boyfriend when she's telling people that she doesn't have a boyfriend. And they clock her because they say she got a tattoo on her hand of somebody's name and the tattoo is fresh. Ty feels like Ming plays games, and I do think that Ming's playing a game with Ty. But as far as what's going on with this, it's her trip, it's Ming's trip to Hawaii. So she's trying to make sure she checks everybody. I know that Chantel has this nonsense attitude, like, are we just going to sit here like nothing needs to be discussed? She is doing everything in her power to try and make her and Jackie the center of attention. Chantel needs attention. That's what she needs. She's a child that needs attention. So she's sitting up here doing everything she can wrong to get the attention. My 2-year-old does that. My 2-year-old does that. Does everything wrong to get attention. That's what she does. That's what he does. And that's what I'm seeing. This whole entire episode really irked my soul because I feel like the more Chantel shows her character and shows her behavior and tries to act oblivious to the things that she's doing, I just get really irritated in my soul because this is Jackie's show. Jackie has been on this franchise for 12 seasons. Your ass just came along. And now you're sitting up here trying to do everything you can to isolate her out of the show so you can now take over and be the new Jackie. That's what it is. Chantel is not a good person at heart. I don't care what anybody says. Maybe you might not like my opinion. This is just a commentary. But however fucked up Jackie was as a mother, and she was messed up in a lot of ways as a mother, but I think it was primarily towards Takari. She married Doug. Doug was there. Doug saw how she took care of that kid, and Doug is still married to her after seeing how she treated his own biological children. He may not like everything that she does, but I assume that since Doug keeps renewing his wedding vows with her every year, he doesn't think that she was that horrible of a mother to at least his own biological children. Chantel is a hot ass mess. I do not like her at all. And I think that whoever needs to tell the story about her mother being bad was Takari. Takari has a legitimate story and a legitimate standing. I do think that Jackie and Chantel do tend to butt heads, but I think it's primarily because they have similarities in their character. They do. And Chantel is on this show doing everything from the moment she showed her face to get the public to hate her mother. She's picking and fishing. And at some point, Jackie's going to get mad and go off on her. And next episode, I hope Jackie whooped her ass. Anyway, like, subscribe, notification bell. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I will try to do Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I'm a little bit behind schedule because I'm obviously enjoying myself on this damn island. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.